Boy's testimony could send his own mother to prison for life. Tell me what a lie is.
It's not true.
But is he telling the truth about his mom?
I fully believe my son was coached.
And are her cries for help an act?
Please hurry.
You'd have to be Meryl Streep to pull that off. A boy's memory, his mother's story, and murder. Plus,
And only 3 people have been shot. There's going to be another dead body pretty soon.
it began as a teen romance,
Anything she wanted or needed, he took care of her.
but ended as a fatal attraction.
I realized the sheer terror that she would have had to have felt because there was no escape.
Murderous love. Welcome to 2020 on O. I'm John Quinones. It can happen in an instant. You turn your back for a split second, and a young child drowns in a pool. It happened to a Florida mother you're about to meet. But was it an accident? As Ashley Banfield first reported in 2010, this woman's own son told a very different version of events, one that could send his mother to jail forever.
Their story begins here in Esto, Florida. Population 361. Blink and you'll miss it.
It was very quiet, very calm.
Did you like living there?
I did. I loved my life. And we were happy.
Living in this modest home, 27-year-old single mother Amanda Lewis, her 7-year-old daughter Adriana, and 6-year-old son, who we're calling Stevie. His identity has been changed to protect his privacy. Amanda calls Adriana the attention seeker.
She was a happy child. She was very outgoing, very hyper. She looked like me. She acted like me. She was headstrong like me. And she was like my walking shadow.
And Amanda calls Stevie the calmer and more relaxed half-brother.
He was quiet. He could sit in the corner and play by himself and be content and happy.
How often would people tell you, that boy is adorable?
All the time.
August 8, 2007 would be their last day together. A nurse's assistant at a nursing home. Amanda says she got off the night shift and napped while the kids watched cartoons. The plan for the day? Shopping for school supplies. The temperature was in the hundreds. She says the kids wanted to swim.
I told them that we couldn't get in the pool today because we were getting ready to go. So they wanted to go outside and play for a few minutes while I got everything ready.
Outside in the yard sat this above-ground pool. 18 feet across, 4 feet deep. Without supervision, it was off limits to the kids. With the pool ladder locked in the shed, Amanda says Stevie came into the house.
What did he say? He said, Mama, Adriana's in the pool. At first, I thought he meant maybe she was by the pool. And I said, okay, we'll tell her to come in. And he went back out.
Amanda says as soon as she looked out the back door, their lives took a tragic turn. What did you see?
He was raking in the water with his hand, like he was trying to grab her. I ran out the house. When I got to the pool, that's when I seen her. She was face down. She was very purple, very blue.
What was the first thing that entered your mind?
Oh my God. I started giving her CPR. I called 911.
I need an inkling. What's wrong, Liam? My daughter fell in the pool and she's not breathing. And she's not breathing. How old is she? She's 7 years old. All right, hang on just a second, ma'am. Oh, God. Mr. Clark, what do I do? Water just coming out of the hose. Please hurry.
Fire Chief Charles Corcoran was the first to respond. When you arrived on scene, what did you see?
It looked like a accident with the mother kneeling and sobbing and crying. She exhibited all these signs of shock. Adriana was still warm. She was wet. I knelt down and I began CPR.
And what were you thinking?
Let it be successful. I actually thought I had a heartbeat.
And you thought maybe there was a chance?
Yes, I thought there was a chance.
Adriana is airlifted to the nearest hospital. In the ER, Dr. Linda Fox is waiting for the nearly lifeless little girl.
She wasn't breathing. She was limp, cold to touch. It was a very, very ominous presentation. We worked on her for over an hour. We got some pulse back, but it didn't last. She was unable to sustain it.
At 5:05 p.m., Adriana is pronounced dead. The doctors ultimately told you that Adriana had died. What was your reaction?
Shock. Very much in shock. I literally got sick on my stomach. I brushed her hair. I kissed her. I hugged her. touched her because I knew that it'd be the last time. The last time I'd see her. And then right then, her baby was gone. And I really, really wished at that moment that I could trade places with her.
Fire Chief Corcoran concludes Adriana had simply slipped trying to get into the pool.
She went in over the side of that pool, leaned too far. She went down into the water and hit her head.
Lieutenant Michael Rayleigh, one of the first investigators at the scene, agrees it's a terrible but common accident.
No indication of foul play, nothing from that. It was just, a child playing pool, drowned.
But within hours, the police would have news that would shatter their theories of what happened. The sole eyewitness, Adriana's 6-year-old brother, has a shocking story they need to hear.
What's this about? Just an accident. What's he want to tell us?
Mom, I don't.
What does that mean?
Drown.
An accusation from the family's most innocent and unlikely source.
Adrian was putting like this mom she went scream.
Why is it important to think that it's true?
I fully believe in his son's coach. And seeing what he said.
When we come back, who to believe, mother or child? And what secrets are hiding in the home about her life and her kids?
Everywhere I looked, I didn't see what I was looking for.
What's that? Stay with us. Her 6-year-old brother, who we're calling Stevie, has a horrific story to tell police about their mother, Amanda Lewis.
Mom, I don't.
What does that mean?
Drown.
He describes his mother in a fit of anger, incensed after Adriana sprayed glass cleaner inside the house.
She done stuff that she didn't supposed to, so my mom got mad at her. So she threw me in the pool.
Then he says his mother repeatedly dunked Adriana, drowning her.
How do you know that Adriana got gone?
Because I heard her screaming.
He even demonstrates exactly how his mother did it.
Adriana was putting like this, mom said she went scream.
In an interview later that night with a trained child protection team officer, he repeats his story.
How did she hold her face? Yeah.
I went to go get Adriana, and I screamed, Mom! Adriana's dead in the pool, she's upside down.
They are damning but confusing accounts. Stevie claims his mother sent Adriana to a local park and then followed her there in a car, dunking her before and after.
How many times did she get dumped?
4 times.
At times, he contradicts himself, at one point saying that he didn't actually see the crime.
Did you see her get dumped in the pool?
I couldn't, because I don't get in trouble.
Good, if you were in trouble.
And where was Adriana's younger brother during the incident? In one of his accounts, he says he's in a tree he calls the garbage can tree when the drowning happened.
Did you see the pool where you were?
I was at the garbage can tree.
Even lead investigator Lieutenant Rayleigh admits that vantage point is flawed. So, what kind of view would he have had of the pool, which is just 20 feet off that light post back there?
Playing in the tree, probably not have a view of the pool, but playing around it, he would have a partial view of the pool.
Just a partial view.
Yes.
Despite the holes in Stevie's story, police launch into an investigation of his mother, Amanda Lewis. They soon discover a troubled relationship between Amanda and her daughter. A constant bedwetter, Adriana was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. She even spent a week at a behavioral center. Amanda admits it was a daily struggle.
She was just hyper all the time. Homework was a task. Chores were a task.
And Amanda admits she had trouble bonding with Adriana. She was part of the National Guard, and when Adriana was just 6 months old, Amanda was called out for duty. She left Adriana in the care of her family for months. But she says her affection for Adriana developed over time.
I wanted to protect her and keep harm away from her.
Did you love Adriana?
Very much.
But alarm bells go off for investigators the instant they search Amanda's home. Overall impression when you first walked in?
The stench of urine just about knocked you down.
It was that strong?
It was bad. That was probably the worst smelling urine room I've ever been in.
Did it seem as though these kids were neglected?
It seemed that way.
Prosecutor Larry Bassford was immediately disturbed by the crime scene photos.
Everywhere I looked, I didn't see what I was looking for.
What's that?
I was looking for toys. I said, look, you've got 2 children in here, 6 and 7 years old. Where's the toys?
Amanda's story is that she'd recently taken away the children's toys to discipline them for not cleaning their rooms. When were they going to get their toys back?
Probably within a week.
So the toys weren't gone permanently. Where were they?
They were stored in a shed.
But in these photos of the shed, there are no toys. Police are suspicious. And another red flag for police? Amanda's demeanor at the hospital. ER doctor Linda Fox describes peculiar interactions with Amanda.
When I asked her if she had any questions after I described her daughter's condition, she asked me where the vending machine was.
And then, when Fox told her the tragic news that Adriana had died,
Didn't see tears. I saw just no emotion. You tell a mother their 7-year-old daughter died, and you expect some reaction.
family members say that was just Amanda's steely personality.
Amanda is not a cold person. It seems almost like she's unemotional, but it's right the opposite. She doesn't display it. It's all inside. And there is no doubt in my mind that Amanda loved that child. With everything that was in her.
This is a person that's numbed by the experience and doesn't know exactly how to deal with it.
Amanda's attorney, Walter Smith, says Amanda's initial reaction to the drowning is the most telling. He points to her 911 call.
My daughter really the phone when she's not breathing. Oh no. Mommy, it's a horrible what I do. Water's coming out of her nose. Please hurry.
She was hysterical. She actually threw up. How does somebody turn on a switch like that? I mean, she would have to be Meryl Streep to pull that off.
Amanda passes a polygraph test, yet police are convinced she drowned her daughter.
They didn't want to hear anything about her being innocent. I mean, they had already concluded she was guilty.
Mama fell back in the pool. And then she started drowning again.
They believed that they had an eyewitness who described his mother drowning his sister. But I think, in my humble opinion, you can get a 6-year-old to agree with just about anything.
When we come back, can this young boy be believed?
And he was trying to escape from Mama.
And his mother's suspicious past. Adriana's not the first child that you've lost.
No.
Stay with us.
His blood pressure is dropping.
Tuesdays.
She couldn't cost you anything.
There's no telling what Tyler twists and turns are coming next. The haves and the have-nots. Tuesdays, 9/8 Central.
Are you sleeping in plastic bags and a lip mask? My skin is so dry and cracked. I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's night treatment. Get visible results in 1 night and guaranteed relief. Available in O'Keefe's Working Hands, Healthy Feet, and Lip Repair.
At GNC, coaches like me are always there for you. It's sort of our thing. So you can eat well, keto well, and slim well. Whatever you're into or want to get into, we'll help you get your goal on. GNC. Live well.
Stouffer's lasagna with meat and sauce has 2 times the beef of the leading meat sauce lasagna. That's double the tender ground beef baked into every cheesy, mouth-watering bite. When it comes to irresistible taste, more is always more. Stouffer's.
Everywhere I look, I see light and shape. And some shapes are just more beautiful than others.
I think about lots of things when I drive. The cost of scheduled maintenance certainly isn't one of them.
The F-face.
How Jackie makes an SUV.
Rich, indulgent chocolate with a luscious caramel filling. With love from San Francisco. Ghirardelli Caramel Squares. Makes life a bite better.
Find your rhythm, your happy place. Find
Find your breaking point. Then break it. Every emergency gives you a potent blend of nutrients, so you can emerge your best with Emergency.
Fire TV Cube? Alexa, turn on the TV. Play Martha and Snoop's Potluck Party Challenge. Alexa, volume up.
I love the new My WW program because it's tailored to you. Take the personal assessment and get matched with a proven weight loss plan. Find out which customized plan can make losing weight easier for you.
My WW. Join for less than $1 a day.
Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with ovarian cancer after regular use of baby powder? You may be entitled to compensation.
I'm bad. You're stronger than you know. So strong. You power through chronic migraine. 15 or more headache or migraine days a month. One tough mother. You're bad enough for Botox. Botox has been preventing headaches and migraines before they even start for almost 10 years and is the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. Botox is for adults with chronic migraine. 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Go on with your bad self. You may pay as little as $0 for Botox. Ask your doctor about Botox for chronic migraine.
You got this.
No more. Stand for 1 second. Family or fiance. Saturdays, 9, 8 Central.
Amanda Lewis's 6-year-old son has convinced Florida police his own mother is a cold-blooded killer responsible for the drowning death of his sister, Adriana. But is this young boy telling the truth? Once again, Ashley Banfield.
The story Amanda's son Stevie tells Lieutenant Michael Rayleigh, the lead officer investigating Adriana's death, is nothing short of a nightmare.
It was a screaming, and then when she got done dunking, she was dead.
But can he be believed? Is there any special training in interviewing children?
Well, yeah, I'm sure there is, yeah.
Did you ever get any?
I mean, not any specialized in there.
So he was being interviewed like any
Yeah.
witness would be interviewed.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel the police did when you watched that?
It was a highly insufficient interview.
Dr. Stephen Cece, an expert in children's testimony, reviewed Stevie's case for 2020. He says extra care is required to interview kids, especially one like Stevie, whom he describes as developmentally delayed, similar, in fact, to a typical 4.5-year-old child.
They didn't structure it right. They didn't ask the right follow-up questions. I think they misunderstood some things he said.
In his Cornell lab, Cece's experiments show that children can be manipulated over time into making outrageous and untrue statements. In one test, children are told a rabbit was at their school. They never see it, but they claim that they did.
Remember when Humphrey's rabbit was loose in your school? Did you see him eating carrots or lettuce? Was it black or was it white?
We've had children say things about going up in the Eiffel Tower and releasing balloons.
And they seem very convincing, don't they?
They really are convincing.
But Cece says when Stevie repeated his story to a trained interviewer later that night, he could not have fabricated such a detailed, gruesome tale without help.
Adults have to have had access to him, and importantly, they have to have engaged in suggestive questioning. So if the adults were asking things like that, I'd be enormously concerned.
But who would do such a thing? Cece says an adult would have needed to coach that little boy after the drowning, but before he met with police. Some of Amanda's family members are convinced that is exactly what happened, and their suspicion centers on this man, Charles Burns, Amanda's stepfather. Burns arrived at the scene of the drowning just 30 minutes after it happened, and his step-grandson, who called him Pa Chuck, made a beeline for him. Burns spent 15 minutes alone with little Stevie, possibly pivotal minutes, driving him to his home.
I asked him, did he remember that I told him to always tell the truth? He said, yes, Paul Chuck. And I says, I need to know what happened. And I says, you won't get in trouble for it. He just told me that, that his mother, he saw her drown, they drowned. There's no doubt in my mind that he told the truth.
Chuck met me at the door and told me that he just had told him that Amanda had done it.
Amanda's mother, Brenda, was married to Burns at the time. They are now divorced. What was your first thought?
I'm like, no, I don't think so. Someone coached him.
Do you think Pa Chuck had anything to do with this?
I would not be surprised.
But that is a very serious accusation to plant in a little boy's head.
I know. He just really wasn't very fond of Amanda.
I didn't want nothing to do with her.
Burns says he didn't like the way his stepdaughter treated her children.
She wasn't a good mother, period. She wasn't a good mother. They were hungry a lot. Be dark with it to eat. She would just holler. Adrian had been abusive to her, like jerking her or whatever. I hated her for